Welcome into the broadcast. The fight to claim the Silver State is just underway. Welcome to the collision of old rivals. There's been upsets, heartbreaks, and monumentous wins. It's UNLV versus Nevada. For UNLV Student Broadcasting, I'm Whitaker Lummis, joined to my left by Ricky Lust. Now, if we look to the UNR side of this heated rivalry, they're scratching and clawing in every game for their chance at madness. And for UNLV, they're just trying to finish the season on a good note, currently standing at 14-14 and looking to split the season series with the team up north. Rebels, Wolfpack live here at Thomas and Mack. Ricky, what do you got for us in terms of how the Rebels can walk away with a win?
We heard Josh Pastner say the other day that this has been his worst team he's ever coached defensively. So I think for the Rebels to come out here and get the win tonight, they need to be exceptional on defense. Now, compared to UNR, we do lead in terms of points per game, but like last game, we did not defend well. So I think that's going to be the key to the game for the Runnin Rebels.
So, and now for your starters for the visiting Wolfpack, Corey Camper Jr. starts at the 1 spot. Then we have Vaughn Weems at the 2. Tayshawn Comer at the 3. The big man at the 4, Elijah Price. And rounding out the Wolfpack, Joel Armo Trading gets the start for the Pack tonight. And a packed crowd here at UNLV cheering on UNLV starters. Of course, we have Dre Gibbs Lawhorn starting at the 1, the dynamic do-it-all guard. One of the front runners for Mountain West Player of the Year, has been having himself a great season coming in from Illinois. Then Howie Fleming at the 2. Then Kamani Hamilton, the ultra powerful transfer from High Point University. Jacob Benarby coming in as your only returner starting at the 4. And Walter Brown starting at the 5. So, Ricky, my question is to you. The freshman Tyron Jones does not get the nod today. So what do you think? What do you think of this idea of going small to face this Nevada team and starting Walter Brown at the 5?
I think it's a great scheme they're drawing up here. Obviously, leaving Tyron out of the starting lineup. I think that will give us power off of the bench just in case we need that extra spark. And I think we can come out here blazing tonight.
Like I said, for UNR, their big man currently hurt. So they're going to have to rely on the bench today. And Ricky, me and you were talking in the pregame about we have never seen the student section go all the way to the top. And today, they're showing out and they're showing proud for this UNLV team. Like I said, currently standing at 14-14. So just moments away from tip-off here. A storied rivalry for the Silver State Series in the entertainment capital of the world is buzzing with electricity here on this late night Mountain West matchup. So the coveted Rebels chant comes down from the Rebel faithful. And it's never been more loud here, and it just puts a smile on my face. I can't help, as a student here, talking about the student section. It's packed here. Never seen it this packed in all my years. So they're going to be a very tough. This is a tough road environment to come into if you're Nevada, but they've been on a heater, beating GCU, beating New Mexico. So Benarby will be taken to tip. And the moment of anticipation UNR wins the tip, and we are off here in Vegas. UNR stands at the left wing. And a foul early by Howie Fleming Jr. there in the low block. And so I hope that's not a sign of what's to come. We've been very aware of what this team can do in terms of fouling. And they get an early one here, not even 14 seconds into the game. Blocked away by Kamani Hamilton, but it will stay on this side of the court for UNR. Great anticipation from Kamani Hamilton to block that shot away. And UNR has 19 seconds left on the shot clock. They get it in. A right wing looks passed up by Comer. Now gets it into the post, guarded by Fleming. That's Price. Gets it back into the post. He has 7 seconds. He's working on Fleming. It's a tie-up. He's going to have to put up a shot. Tries to draw the foul. And the Rebels start off with a defensive possession. And now they're going to have to be very careful as they just turn it over there. And the Wolfpack are on the punch. And an and one opportunity early for Nevada. Von Weems getting it started for the Wolfpack. Ricky, what'd you see there?
Yeah, they were running that looked like it's more of a 2-3 zone there. Like I said earlier, and before the game started, they need to get out to a hot start defensively, the Runnin Rebels, and they seem to do that there. But we are averaging about 2 more turnovers per game than UNR, and we just showed there just some slight, little mistakes that can cost us. And we're already down 2 here, shooting a free throw, make it 3 here early in the game.
And so it misses likely due to the outrageous student section UNLV has pulled here on this Saturday night. Poked away by Nevada again. And they're looking to be active and denying those entry passes into the post. This is a UNLV team that likes to push the ball into the painted area. And UNR already with 2 pokeaways trying to not deny that today. Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn, though, will have something to say that as he starts on the right wing. Now kicks it into the block. Kamani Hamilton is going to be blocked away by the Wolfpack. He's trailing. Von Weems down the lane. No good. And UNLV survives. Lawhorn moving to his left. Gets it back to the top. Lawhorn falls on the ground. Out to Fleming. Fakes the 3, now at the right elbow. They're going to have to reset it. Crowd wanted Fleming to take that one. Lawhorn. Oh my goodness, Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn. Make it your show, young man, just with a heavy.
Exactly what you love to see out of him right there. Exactly what you need to see out of him to take away in this game. Take this game away.
And Lawhorn there early in foul trouble. There in the low block. Von Weems gets it done again. Targeting there. Weems cuts from the back door. Lawhorn's couch sleeping, but I want to go back to that Lawhorn 3 because they're not going to get that all night. This Nevada team's very competent, coached by Steve Alford, who played in the NBA, knows what it takes to be a pro. And as UNLV starts this one 5-3, trailing 5-3, I should say.
Yeah, Nevada knows that Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn's our star player here, averaging 20 points a game, so they're going to be really on him tonight. Hopefully he can get something going early and we can get him some open looks.
Poked away by Nevada again. And they're looking to
make a statement here.
They're looking to make a statement as that's 3 poked away balls denying passes here. And Josh Pastner has said time and time again, we need to start better. Our starts have not been good enough, and that's why we keep losing. Lawhorn breaking down the man in the post. Right floater goes for Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn. What a masterful play there for Lawhorn. Now Nevada pushing the ball around. Last time these two met, it was at Reno. And Nevada had the biggest crowd in their history at the Lawler Event Center to cheer on the Pack. Now it's UNR's turn. Lawhorn in the post. And that's going to be a turnover for the Pack. Down there in the low block, Von Weems trying to get his 6th point of the night. Or his 7th point of the night, excuse me. Can't get it to go there, so 17 minutes left here. It's a 5-5 ball game.
Yeah, you can already see Reno start trying to attack the paint against us. They know that we have a history of fouling, and they're trying to get those extra points.
So Lawhorn trying to make a move again. Just fouled there above the free throw line. So a first team foul. Rebels are already at 3 fouls here compared to Nevada's 1. Just 16:59 left to go here.
It's not as bad as the Colorado State game.
Yeah.
Where it was, almost 10 apiece at this time in that game.
Absolutely. Benarby working in the post. He gets fouled. Almost gets the N1 just off the front rim. So the kid from Anchorage, Alaska will go to the line for 2 shots. Elijah Price picking up that.
Yeah, something
foul.
we didn't do very well in that Colorado State game that we barely lost was getting to the paint, getting those points, getting to the line. And we're already seeing tonight that we're attacking the paint a little bit more, being a little bit more aggressive, hopefully drawing those fouls, and then, as we see here, getting to the line for hopefully some free points as he misses the first.
So when UNLV was playing for first place when they hosted San Diego State, they were top 25 in getting to the line, has since climbed out of that top 25. And Benarby goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. And like we said, top 25 in getting to the line, but making free throws is another story.
Been the problem all year for the Rebels.
And Tyron Jones gonna check in for Kamani Hamilton. He can fill up.
Yes. We saw him get a little hot there towards the end of that Colorado State game. I love him coming off the bench tonight, hopefully giving us a little bit of a spark to come away. We're tied right now, so hopefully we can break away from this and get a decent lead.
So 6:45 left to go, 5-5 ball game. And that is pushing the pace. And Tyron Jones checks in, the kid from Layton, Utah, grew up in Vegas. And now playing for his hometown team in the Rebels. A bounce pass. I believe that was Von Weems turning the ball over there, trying to get in the entry pass. And the crowd loving that one. It's been a stalemate here for the last couple of possessions. UNLV last scoring. Al Benarby stands at the top. Entry pass into the post to Howie Fleming. But a foul on the floor. Tayshawn Comer picks up his first foul. And a third team foul for Nevada. So baseline out of bounds for the Rebels.
Howie Fleming there inbounding the ball has been a key piece for the Rebels this season. Just got a triple-double the other night.
Tyron Jones in the lane. Not going to go. Fighting for the rebound. Nevada secures it. And they want to push the tempo. Fulmer all alone on the right wing. And hits it. Tayshawn Comer puts the Pack up by 3. This Rebel versus Wolfpack rivalry. Fleming fakes a 3 of his own. He's now down there in the left short corner. Working on Comer, who just made the 3. In the post. Gonna have to get it out. Looking for anywhere to go. Finds Benarby into Tyron Jones. And gets fouled in the post there. Tyron Jones can't quite hit the N1 opportunity. And so, both teams scratching and clawing. No points for UNLV in the last 2:12. That could change with the freshman going to the line. 8-5, Nevada lead. We'll be right back. Hope you didn't miss a beat. Here at UNLV, current scores 8-5 in favor of UNR. At the line for the Scarlet and Gray, the freshman Tyron Jones. And can't hit that one. Rebels 0 for 3 from the line. Not hit so far.
Yeah, we saw Tyron go up against Nevada's 6'10", 240 center, Joel, was it Armo Trading? Big body there against Tyron.
So Tyron hits the second of the 2 free throws. Makes this a 2-point game. Now in the post, Benarby trying to deny that post pass. And they do. They kick it out to Colmer. Back to Camper. Now Camper gonna fire up a 3 at the lane and gets it to go. Corey Camper with a momentum 3 to kick this one to 11-6. Lawhorn down the lane. Not gonna go. Benarby cleans up that one and puts it off the glass for a Rebel 2 points. Now Lawhorn switches on. Quet Camper, another 3. No good. Jones can't secure the rebound. And what good patience there from Lowry to get that rebound. Shot fake. No, Tyron's going to put his hands up there. And a 2-point try goes for Lowry in the pack. Now the Rebels with the ball. Benarby into the lane. Fleming trying to get it to go. And that was just a masterful work in the post there, putting it up, getting his own rebound, and putting it off the glass.
Like I said earlier, Fleming's been a key player for the Rebels this season, both offensively and defensively, and he's showing it tonight.
Now Weems stands at the top of the logo. Just kicks it over, now into the post. Guarded by Fleming. That's Lowry. And he's going to be fouled. Fleming there just with the disadvantage in the post. His second foul for Howie Fleming. And now Nevada's going to go to the line. 5 fouls. Elijah Price at the line for the pack, shooting 2. Price is all and everything on the first one.
I don't know about you, Whit, but I can't stop looking at the student section and admiring all these students that have come out and supporting their program here. It's amazing to see.
And they can't hit the second one, so Price goes 1 for 2 from the line. Isaac Williamson looking to check back in for the Rebels. You will have to wait until this offensive possession is over. Fleming down the lane, already scored 2 today, just kicks it out. Bernarby spins and gets the English off the rim and makes this a 2-point game, 14-12. UNR lead. And Camper kicks it over. Now guarded by Lawhorn. Camper now guarded by Bernarby. Takes a high elbow shot. Can't get it to go. Lawhorn with the rebound. Right wing 3. Dre. No. And the Pack corral that one. Camper on the left wing. Guarded by Jones. Walked away by Jones. Camper thought he had Jones. That's not going to go. Fleming all alone on the right wing for 3. An air ball. Rebels were running with momentum. And they just hit up an air ball 3. Not the play there from Fleming. Bernarby lets go an easy post try from Elijah Price to go off the glass and give Reno a 4-point lead here, 16-12 with 12 minutes left to go.
Classic LeBron block there by Tyron Jones off the glass.
Channeling his inner king, trying to head the Rebels up. And poked away by Camper. Wolfpack on the run, and a dunk by Reno. Josh Pastner wants to talk things over as the Wolfpack are running 18-12. 12 minutes left to go. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Here where legends are made on the Jerry Tarkanian court in Las Vegas. 18-12 is your score for just joining us. Nevada off to an early lead. Both teams been physical in the post. But it's been Von Weems for Nevada with a team-high 7 points. And Gibbs Lawhorn bringing the ball up for the Rebels. Stands at the logo trying to get his team back into this one. Does not want to go on rivalry night without a win. Jones blocked at the rim, gets his own rebound in the post. Spin, gets it to Hamilton. He's got to shoot up a fadeaway, and that's going to be off the rim. And Nevada, stout on defense there. Camper has the step on Lawhorn. Euro step, no good. And there's going to be a foul on the floor by Nevada. A loose ball foul on Von Weems, his first, and the 15th foul for Wolfpack. Lawhorn kicks it to Brown. Brown commanding the offense now. Down there into the low block. Jones fires up a little block shot. And Hamilton, looks like there was a... You want to explain what happened there, Rick?
It looked like it was a, I forget the name of it.
3 seconds?
Oh, was it a 3-second violation?
I
thought
know.
it was, I'm blanking on the word right now.
Regardless, Tyron Jones missed the low block shot, and it was a put-back dunk by Emmanuel Steffen. However, I believe it was offensive goaltending.
That's the word, goaltending. I thought it was goaltending by Emmanuel Steffen there. But,
And so,
yeah, I didn't think that was going to go in. I thought it was going to come out.
Basket interference is the official call. They're challenging the call past there, and the Rebels are. So we're going to stay here. 18-12 is your score. UNR leads it. What have you seen from the Wolfpack that is really stopping this Rebels offense, and what do you think the Rebels could do to combat that?
I think offensively they're really moving the ball, and that's kind of getting the Rebels off their rhythm, and they're able to get down in the paint and kind of draw fouls, but at the same time make those extra shots and get those easy layups. And then obviously on the defensive side, they're really poking at us here and are able to get the turnovers that, again, like I said, we lead over them in turnovers, averaging 2 more a game than the Wolfpack. So I think the Rebels need to, even though we're called obviously the Runnin Rebels, Josh Pastner wants us to get down and set as fast as possible. I think we got to slow it down, set the play, and make sure we do everything correctly and not get these lazy turnovers.
The lazy turnover has been the name of the game for UNLV. And for the leader for UNLV, Gibbs Lawhorn leads it with 5 points. The Rebels are 0 for their last 5 and have not scored in the last 2 minutes and 21 seconds. So while we look around in the crowd over here, it's a pretty good crowd they pulled here. They got a $5,000 scholarship giveaway for the students. They got free canes. They got, I believe, $1,000 in Delta flights to give away. An appearance by the UNLV football team. I mean, what more could you want? Free tickets if you're a student, given you pay tuition and
yeah. I think this is the biggest crowd I've seen at a Runnin Rebels game. Obviously, the San Diego State game was a pretty decent showing, but in terms of student section, we haven't had a better game.
So the previous call stands, and Josh Pastner loses the challenge. And a wave of boos here covers the arena. And so it will be offensive interference. Emmanuel Steffen did not let the ball go through its course of motion when Tyra Jones hit it. and it was too early with that putback dunk, and the Pack get another empty possession there from the Rebels, or force another empty possession there for the Rebels. Camper, guarded by Jones, kicks it to the left corner. Now poked away by Lawhorn. Lawhorn has Jones on his right, decides not to take it off the glass, and Dre trying to get this run started. Nevada will slow the pace down. They love it when they can just dissect the game and make the best play. Camper, a three, no good. Rebound, poked away by Isaac Williamson. Rebels pushing the tempo. Lawhorn, deep right wing three, good! Dre Gibbs Lawhorn makes this a 1-point game, 18-17.
Yeah,
Nevada.
Allowing to get those 2 pickpocket turnovers there was amazing. Obviously, trying not to, turn over itself as Reno gets another 3 here.
And so to shut this crowd up, Nevada responds with a 3 of their own from the left corner. Stops this run. That one's good from a Robinson. Hamilton's going down there in the right block, trying to challenge the Wolfpack defenders there in where the money's made, or where the punchers are thrown, as I like to say. And he gets fouled. He will go to the line, and the Wolfpack are at their 6th team foul. Hamilton, one of the better free throw shooters on the team, shoots his first and hits his first.
Yeah, I think getting those layups, being in the paint, getting hopefully foul calls is going to be the real important part of winning this game tonight. And we've already seen it already, being able to get to the line.
And UNLV, the players are going to have to, I think, conserve their energy, because it looks like Pastor's going with a little 7 to 8 man rotation here, with Tyron Jones and Emmanuel Steffen being those 2. Price down there in the post, kicks it out. UNLV playing some stout defense there. And a stoppage on the floor. UNLV is going to be called for the foul. Isaac Williamson picks up his first foul. And Nevada will make some changes here. That's going to be Tayshawn Comer coming in. We're replacing Rollison. So side out Nevada with a 2-point lead here. Now Tyron Jones on the defense. Rice there. Guarded by Williamson in the post. Kicks it out. He had the smaller Williamson. Goes for the post fade. Gets the rebound. Bun Weems cleaning up the dirty mess there. UNLV just did enough for 23 seconds and just quite not enough there to secure those second chance points. Killing the Rebels. And Hamilton now on the right and the left block, excuse me. He will take his opportunity. He's going to be fouled. He will go to the line. And now the Rebels are in the bonus. 7 fouls for the Wolfpack. And Kamani Hamilton to the line for 2.
Yeah, obviously, we have Dre Gibbs Lawhorn. He's the main guy on the team. But Kamani Hamilton's the next leading scorer on this Runnin Rebels team. And he's going to have a huge night tonight for the Rebs. And he's already showing his importance to the team right now.
So 2 for 2 in his last attempt. Shoots his first and hits his first. Jacob Bernarby checking back in, as well as Howie Fleming, or Bernarby will stay, and Walter Brown will come out in place of Howie Fleming. So Bernarby sitting there at the scorer's table, likely going to replace Kamani Hamilton when he's off the line in the next stoppage of play. So Bernarby will just go and take a seat back on the bench. So a 23-20, 8:43 left to go here in the first half. UNR leads it. Kamani Hamilton's second free throw is off, so goes 1 for 2 from the line. And it's still a Reno 3-point lead. Comer, guarded by Jones. Attacking. Goes through his end. Goes through his legs, and Lawhorn just a little too physical there, trying to deny the entry pass. He will be called for the foul there in the low block. So UNLV and Nevada both in the bonus. Both teams with 7 fouls with 8:30 left to go here. And a 1-and-1 opportunity for White. Misses the first, and they get the rebound. Jones now in the left block. And just not a very good pass there from Jones. Causes the UNLV turnover. He was there in the left block, had it back to the rim, and decides to just go like a little backdoor pass.
Kamani Hamilton was calling for the ball there. Not sure if that would have been just as safe of a, I'm not sure if it would have been just as bad of a pass if he passed to Kamani Hamilton, because he did have a defender right on him, but he was actively calling for the ball, so maybe down on the court they saw something that we didn't, but at least he was able to get back, knock the ball out of the Wolfpack's hand, and obviously it's still their ball, but they weren't able to get a shot off there, so hopefully we can stop him here.
So Lawhorn is going to be out. Tyron Jones comes in and then, comes out, then back in. Kamani Hamilton not on the floor. So a little short corner. Jay does not go for White, and the Rebels take the ball up. No Kamani or Dre, top 2 leading scorers. They'll likely look to Howie Fleming to do the ball handling duties. Now Tyron on the left wing, in the post, trying to get it to go, and no good. Tyron gets his own rebound, out to Fleming, fakes a 3, step back, no good. And Tyron can't save it. So possession to the Wolfpack. Lots of empty possessions here for the Rebels. 7:46 remaining. Wolfpack lead by 3. We'll be right back after this short break. Thanks for sticking with us here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. If you're just joining us, Nevada leads it by 3 at a score of 23-20. UNLV going with another look that does not have either top scorers in it of Kamani Hamilton or Dre Gibbs Lawhorn. So somebody will have to find some points here for UNLV. Homer takes it for the Pack. They're moving the ball around. Tyron Jones. And a block by Isaac Williamson. What a deny by Isaac Williamson. Fleming gets it out to Jones in the post. He's going to be fouled and score the basket because it was a goaltending call. He called it, and then Pastner called it as well. So Jones will go to the line for an and one opportunity. I believe they're going to look at this one. Nevada might want a second look. Let's see what the call is on the floor. Both teams going back to their bench. Referees in a circle. Both coaches yelling at the group of referees. So if Tyron goes to the line, he has the opportunity to make it a tie ball game here on this Saturday night action. So let's hear the call. So it is going to be challenged by Nevada. We'll stay right here. I think this is going to be I don't know if this is easy look, but they have to have significant visual evidence that it was not goaltending to overturn the call. It's different if it was called the other way and Pastner challenged it and said, hey, that's goaltending. But since the call on the floor was goaltending, they have to have a call, or they have to have significant video evidence, a clear angle that it indeed was not goaltending.
Yeah, we were just talking off air here for a second, talk about how we think we need Tyron to get going here. This could be the start. If this stays goaltending, Tyron goes to the line, makes the shot to tie the game. This could be a start of something that can lead the Rebels these next 7 minutes, hopefully to lead at halftime.
So Steve Alpert making the call for the Wolfpack. And this will mark the 103rd all-time meeting between UNLV and Reno. UNLV leads the all-time series 65-37. And so Alford, two-time All-American at Indiana, averaged 37 in high school, the Nevada head coach did, and was in the Olympics with Michael Jordan.
Wow.
That's just crazy to me.
That is a crazy stat.
Was in the Olympics with Michael Jordan. And so he's ranked 10th in D1 basketball in W's, and two March Madness appearances, for the Pack in recent years. As they're still looking at this, a long review, and they've looked to come to a decision. They've stepped away from the monitor, and now are gathering right about at the Thomas and Mack logo, which is just above the Nevada bench.
It's taking a little longer than usual here. I'm wondering
They want to get this one right. Lots of fouls so far in this game. I mean, Nevada, if this one stands, has 8 fouls on the day, only in the first half. UNLV has 7. And so they want to get this one right. Because, those free throws,
they're going to be crucial. And
Crucial.
we're going to need to make as many as possible.
Down the
when
lane,
I have an opportunity.
no matter how good or bad UNLV or UNR is at basketball, these two always fight. A legal block. So a successful challenge from Nevada. And just like that, the and one opportunity for Tyron Jones gets knocked off. But I still believe he will go to the line to shoot 2. So no and one opportunity.
He is able to get it within 1 point here, which is better than nothing.
Yes, better than nothing. You would like to have the tie.
Exactly.
Tie game.
Yeah, we would like to have it, but
So Jones 0 for 2 tonight. At the line, or 1 for 2, excuse me. 1 for 2. Hit his last one. He will shoot 1 and 1. It's the first. Makes this one a 2-point game. 7:12 to go. Nevada leads at 23-21. And now the kid from Layton, Utah will shoot another one. The motion is up, and the motion is off. Benarby trying to get the rebound. Goes off the knee of Jacob. And Josh Pastner already used his challenge, so cannot
Yeah, you can see
review that call.
Walter Brown there wanting to challenge it. For me up here, it looked like it was out on the Runnin Rebels.
We love the honesty from you, partner. That's what
Yeah. Unfortunate, but
that's what it takes. I mean, UNLV is just going to have to find a way to get some points on the board. A step back 3. Oh, my goodness. Von Weems puts the 3 to the head, letting know Walter Brown what time it is. 26-21 for the Wolfpack. Jones in the post. Getting it to go. And the little floater. Not the floater, the finger roll, excuse me.
showing his dominance down there in the paint, per usual.
Yep. And he's trying to fight there down in the low post again. And an almost travel call, but a short corner J. Nevada gets their own rebound. Nobody's home. And a Runnin Rebel basketball. I believe that was Crowley for Nevada complaining about how he did not get a call there, but the refs say, hey, it was poked out legally, and we will play on. And Trey Gibbs-Loudhorn checks back in for the Runnin Rebs. And that's going to be another foul call on Nevada. Refs on a Von Weems foul. Refs calling a tight ship here for the 9th team foul. I believe that's going to send Howie Fleming to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Fleming shooting 2. Fleming been so good recently. His first one goes down the lane. It goes down the drain. Excuse me. Either Rollison returns for the Wolfpack. And Fleming ready to shoot his second.
Just to put it within 1 again.
26-24 could put it within 1. Fleming's motion is up. He banks it, or not banks it in. Gets it in. Just a little roller down there. Makes it a 1-point game. Just under 6 minutes left to go here in this Silver State battle. Rollison sizing up Fleming. Gets it to Weems. Now kicks it back to Rollison. Wolfpack moving the ball around. They have 6 seconds trying to get into the post. Fade away. No good for Rollison. Trying to hit that fade from the right elbow. Can't get it to go. Wolfpack or UNLV could take the lead here. Benarby gets it into the post of Walter Brown. And Josh Pastor is fired up.
That one I do believe was off of UNR.
I mean, Walter Brown believed it himself. He was thinking that he was just going to let it go.
I thought it was off the knee of UNR.
And Tyron Jones making his way back to the locker room has dealt with a shoulder separation, dealt with altitude sickness there at Air Force. And now is going back to the locker room. As soon as we have more information, we'll update you. Camper all alone from 3. No good. But they get their own rebound. Gets it back. Camper back to Rollison on the right wing. The screen comes. Camper, or Rollison, excuse me, drills a 3. Tayshawn Comer, excuse me, So hard to keep track of all these speedy Nevada guards. Bernarby now at the left elbow. Kicks it to Fleming. Out to Lawhorn for three. Drills it. And time after time, Dre gives Lawhorn keeping the Rebels back into this. And Josh Pastner not too happy with how that one turned out. Slapping the scoring table. Rebels have come alive here early. And that's going to be a turnover. Rebels on the push. And a timeout on the floor. Nevada wants to talk it over. Lawhorn so good in the clutch. 29-28. 4 minutes left to go. And the Runnin' Rebels are running. We'll be back after this short break. Thanks for sticking with us. UNLV currently down by 1 point here at the Thomas and Mack, 29-28. And they have the ball, trying to keep this Wolfpack team out of March Madness. And Dre Gibbs Lawhorn will take it up for the Runnin' Rebels. Now kicking. Out to the right corner, gets it back to the top. Swings it. Lawhorn on the left wing. Into the left short corner. Hamilton down there in the post. Has to swing it. And it's going to be a turnover for the Rebels. Back court violation, but Kamani Hamilton was trying to find anybody to go there and just overshoots Walter Brown there standing at the top of the key.
Yeah, picked up his dribble there. Not something you want to do, but when you think you have a man open, you pick up the dribble, and then all of a sudden there's nobody open. It's kind of hard to get rid of the ball there, and then the other team starts double, triple teaming you.
So UNR will try to extend their lead here, only leading by 1 with 3:24 left to go. Step back, right wing 3, just offline. Nevada gets their 3 back. Short corner J, no good again for Nevada. That was Chuck Bailey, I believe. And Lawhorn down the lane, off the glass, and gives UNLV the lead, 30-29. So Chuck Bailey has not seen time for this Nevada team in quite some time. Gets the nod here.
Yeah, nice little floater there from Dre Gibbs Lawhorn off the backboard.
Camper can't hit. A fight for the ball, and the Rebels get it. Pushing the pace is Lawhorn. Coming down the lane, and they will slow it down. Brown to Bernarby. He just chucks it up and gets fouled. So Bernarby going to the line for 2 as Nevada's at 10 fouls already. And that's going to be a 3rd foul on Ahmad Trading. His 3rd foul. Like I said, 3 for 3 and 5 for their last 7 are the Rebels as Bernarby going back to the line for 2. 0 for 2 tonight. And 0 for 3.
In the story of the year for the Rebs, being able to get to the line, not being able to convert.
So Armor Trading coming out of this game, and he will be replaced by White. Bernarby can't hit, so goes 0 for 2 from the line and 0 for 4 from the night. Still a Rebels 1-point lead, and we know they're so prone to having those explosive second halves. 2 minutes left to go. Colmer sizing up Walter Brown. Spins, gets a man up in the air, finds Chuck Bailey cutting from the left corner. So Bailey converts on that to give Nevada back the lead. Lawhorn down the lane, called for the travel. Gets pushed there and slides on his butt. And so a back and forth game here for these 2 interstate rivals. 31-30, 1:50 left to go. A timeout on the floor. Tyron Jones coming in for Bernarby. Wolfpack want to talk it over for 30 seconds. And so we will take a short break as they talk it over. Back here at Thomas and Mack Center. UNLV was off when they got their first lead of the game, leading by 1, but Nevada hit a 2 to give them a 1-point lead. And now they have the ball down the lane, blocked away by Walter Brown, and the Rebels can't save it. Chuck Bailey down the lane, blocked away by Tyron Jones.
Tyron Jones got airborne there.
It is a foul, though, so I believe Nevada will be going to the line, but just Chuck Bailey trying to go down the lane. A call on the floor was basket interference. They're going to overturn it. So a good block from Tyron Jones there.
Head was even to the rim almost there.
So they will count the 2 points for basket interference as the Wolfpack lead by 3. Little confusion there. Well, regardless, we play on. Kamani Hamilton in the post. A slew of Wolfpack defender comes. He's just going to have to put it up and somehow finds it in. He's been in that weight room.
Showing his size and dominance there. You love to see it out of Kamani Hamilton there. He's going to need to get going here tonight.
And now Camper stands in the lane, and just an easy bucket there from Lowry. Puts this Wolfpack lead to 3, 35-32. 38 seconds left in the first half. It's been back and forth all day. Lawhorn. About a 14-second shot clock to game clock, so will not have the last shot. He's going to put up a fire. A 3. Good! Lawhorn's on fire! Lawhorn ties this game up, and your face is stunned. My face is stunned. How did that go in? Well, all the way from the tippy top of the logo, it looks like. Wolfpack going down, can't get it to go, and they get the It'll be a foul there, though. Tyron Jones picks up his first as the Wolfpack will go to the line.
What a sequence of events there.
Absolutely. Lawhorn just firing up a shot from a different area code and somehow finds a way to get it in. So an all tied up ball game with Nevada at the line. Hits the first one. I believe that's going to be Tayshawn Comer at the line. So Comer hits the first and hits the second. So Lawhorn from half court. Oh, just misses. So Lawhorn can't hit at the buzzer. 37-35 is your score from the first half. The Wolfpack are leading, but the Rebels, when they get hot, they're hot. I mean, they're bombing threes. They're getting blocks. It's been a block party. What have you seen? What did you see from the last 2 minutes of Rebel offense that we didn't see in the first 14?
I think there was a lot more hustle out there with, defensively. Before they were kind of getting lost in the UNR schemes, but they kind of locked in there in the last 2 minutes. But was able to get a couple stops, couple blocks, even though there was a goaltending call there. Was it rim interference or something like that? But we were able to transition down court, show our size in the paint, and then Dre Gibbs Lawhorn showing why he's a contender for Mountain West Player of the Year there, and clutching up and making that game-tying 3 at the time. But, going into the half, only down 2, I think we're in a great position to come out here and take away this game.
Rebels known for their second half, runs they come alive in the second half, so to speak. So 14 minutes is all that separates us and the start of the half. So we'll be right back. Time to stretch your legs, go get a snack, and we'll be back with more Silver State rivalry right after this break. The comeback attempt continues for UNLV. They're down by 2, 37-35. UNR leads this one, and the Wolfpack are looking to hunt for another win. But the Runnin Rebels looking to race them off the track to add another tick mark to their win column. Currently sitting at 14-14. Looking to get a 15th win here in front of the home crowd. UNLV has had some good second half starts against GCU, against Boise State. I mean, you name it, they've done it. So let's see if they can get a couple things to go here.
Yeah, if we can have a great start here, we can really take this game away and take control.
So Walter Brown starts with it on the left elbow. Gets it into Kamani Hamilton. He's in the post. Gets it to Benarby. And one for Jacob Benarby. And that's how you start the half, Ricky, just like that.
It's exactly what you want, exactly what Coach Pastner was looking for. Get a quick bucket here. And in dominant fashion, showing his size there. You know, hopefully, you know, making UNR shiver in their timbers a little bit.
So they drew that play up at halftime to get it to Benarby, it looks like. And Benarby comes out of the half 0 for 4 in the first half and drills the first free throw and gives UNLV the lead 38-37.
Great confidence booster for the second half, especially for him.
So Nevada now kicking the ball around. And come on, Hamilton gets his hands on it. Let the Wolfpack recover. And that looked like a travel there from Price. And intercepted by Lawhorn. So ball don't lie. Lawhorn getting it up. And just tries to a little too much mustard on that pass, trying to get it into Kamani Hamilton. In there, then the low post, and Hamilton can't handle it there.
Yeah, we get a little too excited, and, you know, you start passing some pretty fast ones
That's
there.
probably why we haven't seen him in the NFL draft combine doing those receiver drills, because Kamani Hamilton just can't grasp that one. No UNLV players from at the combine this year, though.
Unfortunately, but we did have a couple last year, and then you know, Ricky White there being drafted by the Seahawks, making it all the way to the Super Bowl, and you know, gonna get a Super Bowl ring next year.
Oh, there you go. Former UNLV Rebel, Ricky White, getting it done.
Make sure you go check out that interview I did on our Instagram, Rebel Sports Network, or Rebel Sports Net.
And Lawhorn picks his pocket all alone. Lowry's covering him. And oh my goodness. I'm at a loss for words here. Lowry was trailing Gibbs Lawhorn in just a aggressive foul here. Let's watch it on the replay. And that was all arm there. That was none of the ball. Lawhorn's going to go to the line. Great hustle there from Lowry to not allow that
I was thinking in my head when I saw Dre start running to his basket, I'm like, oh no, this guy's catching up to him. It's going to be a pretty bad foul.
And that was a dangerous one, but
yeah,
Lawhorn,
that was dangerous. Luckily
to be fine, gets up, pops back up like a jack in the box, and hits the first free throw. Lawhorn, pure from 15 for the second. So UNLV out to an early three-point lead. Nevada yet to score here in this second half, just a minute 20 elapsed. And a vulgar chant going around here for the Rebels. And oh my gosh, that was a little finger roll lay there from the Pack. Can't get it to go but from our angle, it looked like that one went in. But I believe it was a finger roll, air roll, finger roll.
Air ball.
Air ball, excuse me.
Go.
Thank you for helping me out. It's been a long day here, 8:33 local time. But
Don't worry, we all have our moments on air.
But that won't stop the UNLV fans from going crazy here as Brown gets called for his first foul and will send the Wolfpack to the line. So they go 2 for 2 from the line. Weems has his 13th point and puts UNR within 1. Rebels moving the ball around. Just on the upside of the left elbow is Walter Brown. Gets it to Lawhorn. He fires a 3. Bingo for Dre Gibbs Lawhorn. And a 4-point lead. That makes him 5 for 6. Here in this one, his play is just rising. Now he's on the defense. And a tough layup there. Poked away by Nevada. And what a sequence of events. Lawhorn poked it away, and now it's going to be Nevada in the post. And Elijah Price making his work down there in the post. Gets Benarbi to jump on that one. Has his hands up in the air, but the refs call contact, and Nevada to the line. Price, 1 for 2 on the day.
Seems like the spot might be another Dre Gibbs Lawhorn takeover game. Already has 23 on the night. We'll see what he does the rest of the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for another 30-piece here.
So Nevada now facing away from that ambitious student section and will face the band instead. So 1 for 1 from the line, 2 for 2 for Price makes this one a 1-possession game with the Rebels favoring it by 2. Now Lawhorn, who just hit a 3 moments ago, all alone, left wing, another one, no good. Kamani Hamilton gets the rebound. Out to Walter Brown. Here's where the Rebels have been sloppy. They got to slow down the pace. They have 14 seconds left here on the shot clock. Now at 10, now at 9. Lawhorn in the lane, puts up a floater and an offensive foul as Walter Brown puts his hands on his head. Jacob Benarbi picks up his 3rd and kills this Rebel momentum. And now the Wolfpack have life with 17 minutes left to go here in the second half.
Yeah, Lawhorn there. Just gotta have a little heat check there. You never know what's gonna happen.
And now Rollison kicking it away. Down to Price in the post, guarded by Lawhorn, and gets Hamilton up in the air. And Price is going to go back to the line. Jacob Benarbi's 2nd turnover there. Kamani Hamilton, his 3rd personal here in this one. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Rebels are going with a 7 to 8 man lineup, so they don't really have the bodies here. And Kamani Hamilton, such a valuable asset, just 2 fouls away from being out of this game. And Price hits that one, makes it a 1-point game here.
Yeah, unfortunately, some early season injuries that have costed the Rebels some games, probably. Some of their players, key players, that could make an impact.
And so Price, after going 1 for 2 from the line in the first half, goes 4 for 4 here in the second. And that's just so clutch to have from your big man down there who has the ability to hit the free throws when needed. And suddenly this is a all tied up ball game at 43 apiece, just under 17 to go. Now Hamilton guarded by Weems. Switches on. Hamilton on the right elbow. Step back 3. No good. Rebound. Lawhorn fires up a 3. That's not going to go. UNLV gets a 3rd rebound. And now Benarbi is going to slow the pace. Hamilton attacking Price in the post. Out to Fleming. Fakes a 3 in the post. And gets fouled there. And Elijah Price putting his hands on his head. That was definitely a foul, partner.
100%. See him laying on the ground there a little bit, looking like he was about to take a nap.
Price is a big man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this guy is starting at the 4 and the 5. He's interchangeable for the Rebels. for the Wolfpack, excuse me, and Howie Fleming goes 0 for 1. He's standing at 6'9".
Yeah, big guy down there.
So compared to Howie Fleming's smaller stature, that's going to be a big blow to take. And Howie Fleming hits the second and puts UNLV on the lead by 1.
It's going to be back and forth battle for these two teams, and 16 minutes left in the second half. We're going to need a little spark in our team here to pull it out.
And maybe that sparks Tyron Jones, who ended that game with 2 blocks. Now Corey Camper in the post, just kicking it out. Jones yet to check in. 4 minutes lapsed in this second half. And Pope picks his pocket. Corey Camper stepped out of bounds. And it's going to be UNLV basketball off a Corey Camper turnover. The Wolfpack not happy with how they started the second half. They want to talk it over. So we will be back after this. Thanks for sticking with us here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. Rebels are out to an early second half lead by 44-43. And Drake gives Lawhorns on a heater. 5 for 8 from 3. 23 points out of the Rebels' 44. And a backdoor cut. Good for Jacob Benarby. A nice backdoor cut. We were both pointing to Howie Fleming there. in there in the corner, but they find the right man to go to. Camper now on the right wing. An offensive foul. Walter Brown laying his body on the line. That's exactly what you want to see if you're Josh Pastner.
Exactly. If I'm Josh Pastner right now.
So that's going to be the 4th team foul on Nevada. And a 3-point lead for UNLV. Now they're kicking the ball around. It's Brown who just took the charge for the offensive. Backdoor cut. Howie Fleming almost baptizes a man and somehow gets it to go off the glass. And the Rebels, 15 minutes left to go here, are enjoying this nice lead, 48-43.
Looks like Fleming wanted to dunk that there, but caught a little bit too much contact and had to lay it up and barely knocks it down.
Arbitrating, doing battle with Bernarby, hits a little post hook and stops this UNLV run. Now Lawhorn will take his time, join your 3-point lead. He's got 23 of them. Just under 15 minutes. Brown, just above the left elbow, gonna kick it. Rebels have to be very patient. Hamilton gets it Bernarby. He's going to have to put up a shot. He's going to be fouled. Jacob Bernarby to the line. He will shoot 2. And remember, 0 for 4 in that first half, 2 for 2 when he came in here.
Let's hope he can keep that going. We're going to need these foul shots to be knocked down this last half.
And guess who just fouled out with 14 minutes left? It's the starting center for UNLV, Arma Trading. So the Wolfpack going to have to reach into the bench.
Wow.
And that's a big loss for Nevada. They've been kind of controlling the boards as Jacob hits the first. They've been controlling the boards, as I say, in the first half at least. They were leading by 2 rebounds, and now their starting center suddenly goes out, and it's a different ball game.
Hey, whatever Josh Pastner told Barnaby in that halftime, it's working because he's a whole different player this second half.
And Bernarby goes 2 for 2, and they've said it time and time again, we need more out of our 5 men, and Bernarby has taken that to heart. Playing out of his mind here. Wolfpack pushing the pace, and a good little drive there, cutting through the post by Von Weems on Lawhorn. Cuts this Rebel lead to 3 at 50-47. Now Brown at his favorite spot of that high left elbow. Lawhorn, heat check, top of the 3. No! And Barnaby's going to be called for the over the back. Loose ball foul. His 4th personal, and so 6th team foul with 13:25. It's going to be a free throw battle here, probably from now on, as Tyron Jones checks in for the Rebels as Jacob takes a seat. He's going to have to be really impactful to pick up right where Jacob left off if the Rebels want to walk out of Thomas and Mack victorious.
I think with UNR's...
And he blocks it! And I believe that was
for Reno. I mean, for
a jump ball.
Yes.
So
it's going to go our way, I think.
No, it will go to the Wolfpack.
Okay.
And Tyron Jones just looks like he gets a little piece of that ball. It gets stuck between the backboard and the rim. And so Nevada will have it with 13 minutes left to go. They're going to go back to Price. Jones in the post, trying to get it. Blocked away by Jones. Price gets his own rebound. Price gets it out. Camper with 4 seconds. Camper tries to baptize a man. Rebels on the jump. Fleming not going to go. Lawhorn gets the rebound and puts it back in. Oh, my goodness.
That is what you want to see out of Tyron Jones. in the second half. That's why they brought him in.
And an offensive foul here from Nevada. And this is the loudest
Thomas and Mack is
talking.
going crazy right now. I've got chills all over my body. Tyron Jones and all of the Rebels cheering up the team, up the crowd.
And you hear that. You hear that? I just want to let the moment speak for itself. Thomas and Mack has never been more alive. It's a flash
To the pass.
A flash to the pass here in the Mack. Tyron Jones, the freshman, comes in, and he's just been so impactful. He has, 3 blocks, but he's done so much more than that.
I mean, like I was saying earlier, with UNR's star center being out, this gives him the opportunity to really get at everybody else, get those boards, and also get his post shots up. We all know that that's a shot, and that's what we need out of him, and he's doing exactly that.
Just shooting 1 for 5, but he's doing his end on the defensive part of the game. Rebels including a 52-47 lead here. 12:40 left to go. T. Jones hyping up the crowd as Corey Camper gets called for that offensive foul. He has 2 turnovers. That will be his first. So the star for Nevada will keep in this game. Both teams at 16 fouls. 1 more for both. And they're in the bonus. Nevada shooting 77% from the field. Or from the free throw line, excuse me. Shooting 56% from the field. And so both teams trying to talk it over. If I can jog your memory for a little bit here, partner, even though it was under a different head coach, UNR came into Thomas and Mack last year, and they walked out with an L. Even though they were probably the better team in the record, in the standings, I think UNLV wants to prove that you can't just walk into Thomas and Mack and get a free win.
Especially heading into March. I mean, you want to play your best basketball around this time, and the UNLV is showing that they can compete with some of the best programs in the Mountain West.
And we've seen it, again, time and time again, where UNLV scores 90, but they give up 100. UNLV and Josh Pastner, the head coach, said this is one of the worst defensive teams he's ever coached. They're just giving up 47 so far here in the second half with 12:40 left to go. They're playing out of their mind defensively. A bunch of blocks, bunch of momentum swing plays. What more could you ask for if you're Josh Pastner here? I mean, you may want a couple more Drake Gibbs Lawhorn threes. I mean, who doesn't? The kid has 25 on the day, and he's not done yet.
He's got 25 of UNLV's 52 points.
That's nearly half of the entire scoring load. And it's not like other
There's
players.
no one else with more than 10 points on the team right now.
But it's not like they're not trying to score, or it's not like they're not effective. Drake Gibbs Lawhorn has just been on a heater. I mean, Kamani Hamilton has 5. Howie Fleming Jr. has 7. Tyron Jones has 4. Walter Brown got the start today. Still. And so Corey Camper Jr. will be called for the flagrant foul. And that's not what you want to see if you're a University of Nevada Reno Wolfpack fan. Camper getting a little emotional there. A flagrant foul. He will stay, looks like stay in the game. Coach Alford has faith in his guy. So Walter Brown will be taking the flagrant free throws. And he's good from the stripe for one. And Longhorn, this is a perfect picture right here at half court. Longhorn just with the arms on the shoulders of Tyron Jones and Howie Fleming Jr. And Walter Brown. It's both free throws and goes to talk to Coach Pastor saying, nice job, Walt. Gets on the board. I was just saying he got the start. Still a donut on the board. Gets his 2 points of the game. 54-47 and UNLV's ball. Now Walter gets it to Longhorn. Step back. Gets it to Hamilton now. Hamilton moving there in the short left corner. Now in the post. Swings it. Jones will turn it over. Takes a second to get up there. Tyron was just trying to, in the post, we know he could be so dangerous, especially in those left to right blocks. With his head down right now, but we need him right here. I mean, Elijah Price has been so good recently. And we need to shut him down. Now Corey Camper guarded by Jones. He's moving to his right. He kicks the ball. Swings it. Nevada has 7. They have 6 at the top of the 3. Rollison guarded by Longhorn. Somehow gets past the fierce defense of Longhorn and puts a floater up. Nothing but nylon to connect to make it a 6-point or a 5-point deficit here for UNR. Now Longhorn moving to his left. Gets it back. Now Hamilton on the top of the 3. Gets it to Walter Brown. He will try the hesitation step. Now in the post. Guarded by Price. Has to put up a shot. And a stoppage of play there in the low block. I believe it's going to be a foul on the Rebels. Kamani Hamilton. That's his 4th personal for Kamani. 7th team foul. So when we come back, Wolfpack are going to be shooting free throws. Don't go anywhere. More Mountain West basketball is on the way. The break's over. It's game time again here in the entertainment capital of the world. UNLV leads it 54-49.
As we see some fellow Rebel Sportsnet, fellow students in the student section right now, that was awesome to see.
Always nice to see some familiar faces there over there. In section 111 and 112. the Rebellion. Such a great job getting the students out. Shooting 1-1 for the Wolfpack. Good on the first one. Makes it a 4-point game. They could knock it down to just a possession. Weems at the line, shooting a second. Misses it. And Von Weems goes 1 for 2 from the line. And now Lawhorn stands at the logo. Guarded by Rollison. Now swings it. Gets it back. Lawhorn moving to his left, just above the left elbow. Gets it to Brown. And the Brown tries to bounce pass it there into Tyron Jones.
It's a little too hard of a pass there by Walter Brown.
And the Rebels have fallen on a little bit of a drought here. Pastor trying to coach up his guys. They're up by 4, trying to get a win against the team up north that's been on a heater recently. Now Corey Camper guarded by Walter Brown. Price sets the screen. Weems looking for it. And Weems going into the shoulder of Tyron Jones. Tyron will call for the foul. And Nevada going back to the line. 8th team foul here for UNLV. And Weems will go back to the line. 1 for 2 in his last attempt. Let's see what he can do here. The first one from 15 is off.
This crowd getting to these UNR players at the line is awesome to see.
Tater tots for all if he misses this second one. Weems has not been perfect from the line. Let's see if the fans can get what they want. It will not happen this time as Weems goes 1 for 2 from the line and knocks it down to just a possession. Rebels up by 3 with 10 minutes left to go here in the game. Williamson stands on the right wing. Kicks it. Gets it back. Williamson poked away. Good hands there from Price. Price controlling the offense. UNLV turns it over. And Walter Brown just can't get it to go. Can't do the defense necessary to guard Von Weems. And they've been on a heater. At least Von Weems has. Turning up that heat. 6 straight points for him. Walter Brown fires up a 3. No good. And Tyron Jones can't corral the rebound. Here come the Pack. Momentum 3. Good. Tayshawn Comer comes in and brings this game to 1 as Walter Brown cannot hit from the right corner. Excuse me, the Wolfpack are leading by 2. So it's a 56-54 ball game with 9 minutes left to go. Walter Brown. And 4 turnovers for the Rebels. Josh Pastor furious at his team. They had the momentum there and just can't find anything.
Like I've said in the past, we have too many mental turnovers. All of this stuff is happening through little mental mistakes that can easily be avoided, but we're just getting to our heads a little bit here.
And so UNLV down by 2 as Nevada goes on a 9-point swing. Pastor wants to talk it over with these guys, trying to come out of Las Vegas with a win. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for sticking with us, Ricky Les and Winter Columbus joining on the call. 56-54. Nevada on a 9-0 run. UNLV trying to come back into this one. Von Weems hits a three from the left corner and starts out this break hot. Howie Fleming down the lane. Can't get it to go. Howie Fleming you just want that one to fall so bad if you're Howie Fleming. And Fleming picks up his third going to the line. And a 9th team foul for UNLV. Nevada would be shooting free throws on the other end. At a score of 59-54. Pack on a 12-0 run. Elijah Price at the line, shooting 1-1. Price has not missed a free throw today. Misses that one. And so Rebels lucky to come up with an empty possession. Fleming all alone, three. Can't hit. Fleming.
Yeah, just hasn't been his night beyond the arc tonight.
2 for 7 from the field for Howie. And it remains a 59-54 ball game. 8 minutes left to go. Now Camper poked away by Jones. He's got a head of steam. Jones. Sorry for the silence there. A little bit of a debacle. So Jones had it. And Von Weems, 4th personal foul. Tyra Jones was going, does his coveted hop step, I should say, and then gets poked away by Von Weems. Dre gives Longhorn, gets the rebound, and he's quickly trapped in the corner. And he gets fouled by Von Weems, and Weems has had himself an absolute game with 23. Longhorn hit in the first, but Weems has 4 personals already. One more, and Weems is out of this game.
I say they take him out. They put him back on the bench right now.
And he doesn't like that one, shaking his head at the coach. And Longhorn shooting another one. Makes it a 3-point game. So with Nevada's leading scorer on the bench, can the Rebels go on a run with 8 minutes left to go here in the game? Only down by 3. Nevada's going to have to come up with a strategy in how to put the ball in the bucket. Packer kicking it around. Fleming and Price fighting down there in the post. And just an easy reverse layup, but he smokes it.
Seemed like maybe he thought somebody was on him. Tried to take some contact, but nobody was there. And just slips the ball away from the ball. Just slips away from him.
Spins around in the post. Somehow finds it. Longhorn hyped up.
He's been on fire all night. Has a little bit of a drought. Hopefully that can get him going here to take the lead back and eventually win this game here in the next 7 minutes.
Now Price kicks it to Rollison. Rollison fakes a step back 3. They're going to kick it around. Longhorn smartly saying, let's switch on this one. And Kamani Hamilton, I believe that's going to be, and Josh Pastor.
That'll be his 5th personal foul.
Kamani Hamilton, so good. So
Been
good down the stretch.
All year long has been fouling.
Has said time and time again that he wants Kamani in the game, and we see the emotion there from Hamilton, or from Pastor. He's smacking the scoring table with both hands. And Hamilton's going to be out of this game. Walter Brown's going to have to come up huge, talk about what his impact is going to look like if the Rebels want to walk out of here with a W.
Yeah, I think the main thing is just going to be his hustle. He's going to need to get up and down the court, get set in his spots, And I think the real key, besides hustle, is his passing ability. He's going to have to give him clear, clean passes, screen. I think he's going to be the role player that the Rebels need down the stretch to be able to come out with this win.
So, a 59-58 ball game, always close in this Silver State series. We'll be back after this short break. Hope you didn't miss a beat. UNLV just down by 1 after Kamani Hamilton, the transfer from High Point, fouls out of this one. If you're just joining us, Nevada had their starting center, Joel Armatradin, foul out of this game with about 14 minutes left to go. And now Kamani Hamilton fouling out with 7 minutes. That's going to leave a heavy burden here on Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn. And Nevada is sent to the line for 2 and hits the first. Shoots the second, and it's good. So 2 points for Nevada off the hands of Tayshawn Comer. Now Lawhorn down by 3 time and time again. We've seen him come through in the clutch. Lawhorn moving to his right. Tyra Jones with the dunk. And a just great pass accuracy there from Lawhorn to find Jones cutting from the right corner into the block. Finds him and a dunk there. UNLV dangerous here if they can get a defensive stop. Camper, offline 3. Lowry hits the 3, or hits the rebound, and blocked by Lawhorn. Lawhorn, momentum 3, good! Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn, ice in his veins. Lawhorn pumping the crowd up, hits another 3. Pumping this crowd up, and oh my gosh, is it... If it isn't the myth, the legend, the man at UNLV, Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn.
Make him Mountain West Player of the Year because he is unstoppable out here in Las Vegas.
6 for 10 from the three-point line. He has 32 points.
What did I say? I wouldn't be surprised if he drops another 30 ball here.
This would be the first 40 ball of his UNLV tenure, and he is well on his way.
He's going to set another career high tonight.
63-61 is your score. The Rebels look so out of it. They looked like they were getting pushed in the post. They're already at 10 fouls, and Lawhorn with just turning the temperature to 0 here in the Thomas and Mack. Turning his own temperature to 0.
I can't believe that crowd there. Everybody was standing up. Everybody was hyped. This is what Runnin' Rebel basketball is all about.
So Nevada took the timeout to talk it over, and Dre will have to regain his composure after a momentum 3. Pack. Moving the ball around. Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn. Walter Brown just, and Tyler Rollison, short corner J goes, and Walter Brown just slipped there, so he couldn't contest as well as he could have. And now Pastor pretty much on the court telling his guys where to go. Lawhorn with the ball. Has it poked away. Somehow finds it. And Walter Brown will pass up a three. Bernarby in the lane and good. And everybody in the stadium, including you and me, partner, were pointing to Tyron Jones there in the corner. Not sure you want to do that. 1 for 3 on the season from the 3-ball range. So Bernarby has the veteran presence of mind to go and get himself a bucket. A 3 from Nevada. Can't find the bucket. Price is going to be fouled by Walter Brown. His second. So Nevada will go back to the line to try to tie this game up. Rebels 4 for their last 4, but they have to maintain this success. Basketball is a game of runs, we know that, but if the Rebels can go on a sustained run here for the last 5 minutes and change in this game, they'll win.
They're 4 for 4 from their last 4 field goals. They need to keep this going in order to win. We've seen time and time again, them folding, but they need to stay locked in here and continue to make these plays and continue to gain momentum over the Wolfpack.
And Von Weems checking back in. Price shooting another one and hitting another one, just pure from the free throw line. A total of 6 for 6 there from Elijah Price at the charity stripe. All tied up here. 4 minutes left to go. Lawhorn directing traffic all the way to the opposite corner. Getting a screen. Howie Fleming. Another bounce pass to Bernarby. Walter Brown, a 3. No good. Tyron Jones gets the rebound and puts it back in.
That's exactly what you need out of Tyron Jones.
And they need to stop doing that bounce pass in the post. They're lucky to not have it turned over there.
Every single time. That's barely getting them, or it's getting knocked away, or it's a turnover.
So they need to be more careful with pass accuracy here. Corey Camper at the top. Von Weems in the corner. Now Elijah Price there on the right elbow. Guarded by Bernarby. They will go ISO ball. Price misses it. Elijah Price. Bernarby gets the best of him. 67-65. 3:30 left to go. And Lawhorn, so good all night. Dribbling the ball back and forth. Bernarby will come with the screen. Lawhorn takes a 3. Not going to go. Fleming gets it back to Lawhorn. Back to Fleming. Lawhorn, left wing 3. And can't get it to go. Lawhorn's 2 missed 3s would have changed the game. And just comes down and commits a silly foul. His 3rd personal foul. So we will go to the timeout. No field goals for the Wolfpack in the last 2:38. And 3 minutes left to go here. Rebels up by 1. Don't go anywhere because this series or this game is all but over. We'll be back. Welcome back inside. Thomas and Mack, the swag surf going waving through the UNLV crowd. Such a show out here from the students, from the people of Las Vegas, hoping to see the Rebels take a W here, but we will go to the line for Nevada. 3:03 left. Nevada can shoot a 2. They can tie this ball game. It hits the first. So shooting another one. Hits it. Tayshawn Colmore, pure from the line, ties it all up at 67. 3 minutes to go in the interstate rivalry. Fleming kicking it back to Lawhorn. Has to be smart with this one. Lawhorn in the lane and fouled. He's going to go to the line for at least one because they're not in the double bonus yet.
If I'm Josh Pastner right now, offensively, I'm trying to attack Weems. He's got 4 fouls on the night. One more gets him out of the game.
Partner, I was literally just about to say that. I was literally thinking I wanted to bring up how Weems has 4 fouls. We're on the same wavelength, you and I.
We're so goated.
So, Lawhorn shooting one. And hits one. That was close.
Staying perfect from the line.
Her absolute purity from Dre Gibbs Lawhorn makes this Rebel lead 1. Composes himself and shoots the second and hits the second. Now that's 35 from Dre Gibbs Lawhorn. 69-67. 2:40 left to go. Camper has it into Von Weems on the right elbow. Weems. And Fleming called for the foul. Howie Fleming, his 4th personal. He's got to be careful not to foul out of this game. Now Von Weems going back to the line. He's only 5 for 8 from the line. Can he miss another? He does. Misses the first one.
Make that 5 for 9.
5 for 9. And remember, tater tots on the line here at Thomas and Mack.
The fans want them tots.
2 missed free throws and they get tots. Von Weems
going crazy
shooting
out
the
here for them
second
tots.
and hitting the second. So Lowry will come back in. Wolfpack going big here. So Von Weems hits 1 out of the 2 free throws, and it's a 1-point lead here for UNLV. 2:20 left to go. The man with 34 stands at the logo. Lawhorn quickly doubled. Gets it over to Tyron. He's going to try to make a move. Tyron stripped away. Turns it over. Now 2 minutes left to go. Rollison working on Fleming. Gets it over to Weems. Now at the top. 150. Rollison. Going into the lane, and an easy lay there. Rollison putting the pack up 1. 1:35 to that. All that remains here. Lawhorn kicking it over to Fleming. Rebels no field goals in the last 2 minutes. Barnaby has his pockets picked. Lawhorn Euro stepping and gets around Gibbs. So 72-69. Barnaby on a nice English up and a little finger roll gets it to go.
Pass from Fleming. Bunning trying to get down to the basket, couldn't get it, passes it over to Barnaby.
UNLV down by 1. Less than a minute to go. And Dre Gibbs Lawhorn fouls a man. His 4th personal DGL. And he's going to have to be careful not to foul out of this game.
We have 3 players with 4 fouls on the court right now.
And I believe it's going to be Von Weems again shooting the 2. Weems shooting 1, making 1. So extends this Wolfpack lead to 2, excuse me. Now Weems, 48 seconds to make it a 3-point game. Shoots it and makes it. So Nevada wants to talk things over. 48.8 seconds, all that remain in this one. 74-71, Nevada has the lead when we come back. Welcome back here inside of the Thomas and Mack Center. Rebels chants filling the arena. Nevada's up by 3. Dre Gibbs Lawhorn has 34 points. And he's looking to send the pack home. A 3 ties it. 48 seconds left in this one. Guarded by Von Weems. Kicks it over to Fleming. Now Fleming on the left wing. Fleming, Lawhorn puts up a 3. Gets it to go! Lawhorn! Gibbs
Making clutch shots all night.
ties
Comes
the
in at the
game.
end and ties it.
The Mac is roaring. Nevada wants to talk it over. And Gibbs Lawhorn, with one of the shots of the game, ties it at 74 with 25 left to go.
That might have been the most contested shot anybody on the court has taken all night.
Oh my gosh, Gibbs Lawhorn. Oh, and what did he do? He put his fingers, or he put his hands just like the LeBron emote, that the silencer telling the crowd, we're not over yet. Hey, we still got life as long as I'm the point guard. 74-74.
Still got 25 seconds remaining.
Hey,
Shot clock is still on.
The most important thing is Nevada does not have the last shot. There's 3 seconds left. They're likely going to take all of it. Expect Von Weems with the ball in his hands for the pack. And Lawhorn just with a performance here in front of the home crowd. 37. And UNLV's got to come up big on this defensive possession. It will be side out Nevada. 20 seconds to go. Crowd standing up. About a 3-second shot clock to game clock difference. Nevada's standing at the logo. Guarded by Lawhorn. Lawhorn puts it up. No good! And 3 seconds left. It's poked away by the Rebels. And so it will be out to UNLV, out to Nevada. And Josh Passer and the Rebels can't do anything about it. That was tipped away by the Wolfpack on the video board. The whole fans are calling for a replay. Partner, I think we're going to go to a replay here. A timeout to look at the play. I don't know if they're going to take a look at this.
If this stays, UNR has 3 seconds to get a shot up to win the game. Or else we're going to overtime.
And what better atmosphere than this one right here? A packed Saturday night game. Two bitter rivals that hate each other. And
the video board showing it looks like it's out on UNR here.
I believe it's going to go still with UNR. We'll see if the refs are out of their huddle. Like you said, given if it's UNR basketball, they will have 3 seconds left. And they are in the bonus, so if it's a foul, the game's pretty much but over. And so we'll see what the call on the floor is going to be.
It's going to stay UNR ball.
It's going to stay with Nevada, like you said, partner. So the Wolfpack have 3.1 seconds to get it over. The people are on their feet. We're holding our breath. They're holding their breath. Spawn Weems, the inbounder. Weems gets it in. It's an offensive foul! Offensive foul! 2.8 seconds! Nevada turns it over!
The Rams have 2.8 seconds to get something off. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe this.
And Nevada turns it over. 3 seconds. Elijah. They're huddling right now. I believe they're going to challenge the call, Nevada is. They still have their challenge. So there's a little bit of a discussion going on over there to the refs. 3 seconds left to go. Timing error, so I believe it still will stay UNLV basketball, but a timing error. UNLV basketball regardless. Elijah Price makes the turnover or gets the foul. I believe it was Walter Brown that took the spill. And so we've said it so many times this game, a packed Thomas and Mack. At least in the lower bowl. I mean, this arena holds 19,000. We're not quite there yet. But Pastor and the guys trying to change that.
This is still the most packed I've ever seen the Thomas and Mack.
And so
even for some of the summer league games, it wasn't this packed.
It all comes down to 3 seconds. 2.8 seconds, will say the referees. And who else but Trey Gibbs Lawhorn is going to get the ball here He has just been unconscious from the three, and I don't think he wants it any other way. It's going to be Dre or die here at the Jerry Tarkanian court. 74-74.
Walter Brown hasn't done much this game, but taking that charge may have been the difference maker.
And so Howie Fleming will take it out. It's going to be side out. UNLV. Lawhorn puts it up and doesn't get it to go. So we will go to overtime with 5 minutes left to go here. Lawhorn didn't even hit the rim on that one. So
hey, I mean, he only had 2.8 seconds to get something off. Took a little bit to inbound the ball and then had a defender right in his face. I'm surprised he even got that shot up.
And Lawhorn has to be careful. Last time they went to overtime, it was against Fresno State, and he fouled out of that game, allowing Fresno State to come back. So 74-74 in OT. We'll be right back after we come back from overtime. We have reached overtime in this battle for Nevada. Tyron Jones to take the tip off. Just joining us, UNLV, UNR. It's been back and forth all game long. 74-74. And I'm out of breath, partner. That was so that last couple series was so crazy. But Von Weems, remember, is at 4 fouls. So is Lawhorn. Kicking it in. Weems gonna force up a shot, and that's not gonna go. Rebels start out with a defensive stand. Fleming in the lane, and just not a very good shot. Lawhorn all alone, left wing, bingo!
It's good!
Ray Gibbs, Lawhorn 40 ball.
He's at 40! Career high, 40 points tonight, and the game's not over!
Weems can't hit. Fleming gets the rebound. Lawhorn, hop step, can't get that one to go. But a 77-74 victory. I find myself once again out of breath.
My heart is racing right now.
3:40 left to go. Camper, right wing. And I believe that's going to go on Tyron Jones and Jacob Bernarby, excuse me, talking to the young freshman, saying you can't do that, and pats him on the butt. And we will play on. I believe that's his third, excuse me. So Wolfpack to the line, shooting 2 shots and missing the first one. That is Lowry. And again, another tater tot opportunity for the fans. Lowry shooting a second. And nothing but the net there. Tayshawn Comer replacing Lowry comes back in for Nevada. So it's 77-75 here. 3:40 left to go. Fleming on the left wing. Looking wherever to go. Lawhorn takes a tumble. Fleming kicks it out smartly to Bernarby. Bernarby in the lane. The floater can't go. Off the tip. And Nevada somehow finds it. And Lawhorn lucky not to get the foul there. Rebels want to push the pace. 77-77 after the make by. And a good by Lawhorn off the glass.
What a night for Trey Gibbs Lawhorn.
Oh my, he's the number one
42
option.
points.
And a kickball violation there from the Rebels. Side out UNLV, and we can finally catch our breath as it's been a hectic last 2 minutes.
See Fleming there in exhaustion, putting his head down.
Fleming's gonna have to guard him. And a missed jumper there, gets his own rebound. Out to Rollison. Rollison in the post, hits the floater. Oh, that's Camper, excuse me. Corey Camper hits the floater, not Rollison. Tyron Jones and Jacob Bernarby guarding that big post there. Hard to see in the post.
Back to
Now
a
Corey
tie game
Camper.
here.
Lawhorn down the lane to the line. Tyron Jones with the finish.
That's the connection that's been working all year long. Dre Gibbs Lawhorn to Tyron Jones for the slam. What more can you ask for?
Rollison in the post to Price. Price guarded by Fleming. Can't get it to go. Walter Brown secures the rebound. Rebels are up by 2. 1:50 to go in overtime. Lawhorn stands at the deep right wing. Lawhorn gets it to Bernarby. Bernarby steps back to the 3. He has 4 seconds. He has 5. Gonna have to put up a shot. It's blocked. And a shot clock violation on the Rebels. Bernarby just did not have the power to get it there. And turns it over. 1:22 left to go. Rebels up by 2. Crowd shouting defense, wanting this home crowd to play their hearts out. And the man who's been playing his heart out is Trey Gibbs Lawhorn, currently picking up top. And an offensive foul there will be called on, I believe that's Bernarby. And I believe that's going to be his fifth foul. So we will go to timeout, and when we come back, we'll have that answer for you. 81-79. The previous plays under review. 1:05 left here in overtime. We'll be back. Thanks for sticking with us here on UNLV Student Broadcasting. Jacob Benarby commits the foul on Price, which sends him to the line for 2. But Benarby called for his 5th. He will be out of this game. 1 minute left to go. Price stands at the line, trying to get his team back on top. Price, the first one, no good. Elijah can't hit.
The fans want their tater tots.
Price trying to gain his composure. Stands at 15 feet. The shot, the make from Elijah. 81-80. And Lawhorn with 42. Stands at half court. Under 1 minute remaining. Fleming to Walter, down the post, on the glass, and in.
Coming in big, what is needed most. Walter Brown, that's what we need. Stay in your position, do your role, and we're going to be just fine.
Walter, just a clutch play, but now Nevada has to respond, down by 3, 35 seconds. And Tyron Jones going to be called for the foul. So Tyron Jones now in a little bit of foul trouble. So Tyron picks up his 4th foul and sends, I believe that is Rollison, to the line. Rollison hits the first one. They need Tyron. They cannot afford to lose him here. Rollison hits the second one. Rebels lead it by 1. 2 seconds shot clock to game clock difference. Lawhorn trapped in the half court. Gets it to Tyron. Tyron, that's going to be his 5th. Or I believe that's going to be Wolfpack foul. Elijah Price just fouled out of the game. Tyron took a tumble.
Tyron to the line.
Tyron took a tumble, and Elijah Price is going to be fouled out of this game. He ends it.
He has the chance to put us back up by 3.
Back up by 3. Tyron Jones. Does he have it in him?
Does he have the clutch gene? He's got everything else.
Throws. Facing the student section. Up by 1. 25 seconds left to go. Jones to shoot 2. Hits the first. Just goes off the back rim. Jones cannot hit. So Jones has to lock in here, gain his composure. Wolfpack down by 1. Jones cannot hit goes 0 for 2 from the line. 20 seconds left to go. He has 4 fouls. Nevada will call a timeout. 16 seconds left to go. Rebels hanging on by a thread. We'll be back right after this timeout. The break's over and it's game time again. 16.9 seconds, down by 1 for the Wolfpack. 83-82 is what this game stands at. Wolfpack, Von Weems and the Pack are going to try to inbound this ball. 16 seconds. Weems getting it to Rollison, guarded by Lawhorn. And Lawhorn's going to foul out. Lawhorn just with and Isaac Williamson going to try to come back into this game. But Lawhorn ends his night with 42 points. And now Nevada at the line. Tyler Rollison at the line to shoot 2 and potentially make this a lead for the Pack. So ties it up here. Rollison with a chance to put the Pack up 1. Fires it. No good. Tie ball game. Tyron Jones with the ball. Euro step. Good! 8 seconds left. They have to play defense. 85-83. Poked away by Tyron. Poked away. Nevada has 3 seconds. Tyron Jones with the shot of a lifetime.
I can't believe this.
Puts up the shot. And what a play by Tyron. Gets it. Hop, step, and a jump off the rim. And then comes back on the defensive side. And they're going to review it if it's a UNLV basketball. Or did Tayshawn Comer touch it last?
What a play from the true freshman.
Oh my gosh, this game is the definition of back and forth, and I'm starting to lose my voice out of all the crazy plays we've happened. Three seconds left to go here in overtime. UNLV 85, Nevada 83, just 3 seconds left to go. Oh my gosh. If you're just joining us, man, did you miss one heck of a game? I'm going to put it bluntly. These two.
This is what you want out of a real rivalry. You want the back and forth, the overtime, the clutch plays. And this is exactly what you want to see.
The game's not over. 3 seconds. UNLV could, or oh my gosh, UNR could fire up a 3. So a 3.9 seconds.
They will get 0.4 more seconds to get off a shot.
And Nevada might. Do they have a miracle in them? UNLV cannot foul.
UNLV ball. No? Oh, no, never mind. My bad. My mistake.
Yeah, Nevada ball. Side out. 3.9. Cannot foul here. UNLV. Nevada puts up a shot. No good! Rebels win! Rebels win! 85-83! UNLV over Nevada! Lawhorn with the game of his life! 42 and the win! Scarlet and gray, every day, he says. And Nevada goes home shell-shocked. What a game.
The crowd
loving this. Has been nuts. That's been the X Factor today, Ricky. It's the
That's
crowd.
the student
I've been
picture!
trying to tell you that it's the crowd.
This
Oh,
is exactly what Josh Pastner has been trying to get, and it's showing why we need it so much.
shout out to the students. Shout out to everybody at UNLV. Rebels get the win, 85-83. I'm Whitaker Lemus,
And I'm Ricky Loss.
signing out from Thomas and Mack. Rebels